Actions have a way of speaking the truth that words often cannot. When someone truly desires to be part of your life, they won't just tell you, they'll show you. Words can be beautiful, persuasive, even poetic, but they lack the weight and permanence of action. A man who wants you will make his intentions known through what he does, not just what he says. He won't leave you guessing, wondering, or analyzing mixed signals, because his actions will align with his feelings in a way that is clear, consistent, and unmistakable. Think about how he shows up in your life. Does he prioritize your time together, making an effort to be present, even when it's inconvenient for him? Does he notice the little things, your preferences, your passions, your challenges, and respond to them with care and attentiveness? These are not just acts of kindness, they are tangible proof of his investment in you. A man who wants you won't rely on empty promises or shallow flattery. Instead, he will demonstrate his feelings in the ways that truly matter through his presence, his consistency, and his willingness to go beyond mere words. It's easy to say, I care about you, but does he follow through? Does he show up when you need him most? Does he remember the details that matter to you? Not because you demanded it, but because he listens and values what you share? Actions reveal priorities, and priorities reveal character. Someone who truly wants you will prioritize your well-being and happiness, not as an afterthought, but as a cornerstone of their own life. When someone takes real action, it also shows their willingness to take responsibility. They don't just talk about solutions, they create them. They don't just apologize, they change their behavior. A man who values you won't let his words outpace his actions. Instead, his actions will lead the way, setting a foundation of trust and reliability that words alone can never provide. Actions also have a way of cutting through confusion and clarifying intentions. They leave little room for doubt because they require effort, commitment, and follow through. A man who invests his energy into showing you how much you mean to him is making a statement far louder than any declaration he could make. It's in the way he supports you, the way he builds you up, and the way he shows that your happiness is as important to him as his own. When a man truly wants you in his life, one of the clearest signs is that he prioritizes you. This doesn't mean he neglects other responsibilities or abandons his own goals, but it does mean he makes you a central part of his life. Prioritizing you isn't about grand, sweeping gestures. It's about the consistent, everyday decisions that reflect your importance to him. It's in the way he carves out time for you, no matter how busy his schedule might be, because he knows that relationships are nurtured through attention and presence. You'll see it in how he listens to you, not just hearing your words, but understanding your emotions, your needs, and your dreams. He doesn't just nod along absent-mindedly. He engages, remembers, and follows through. Prioritizing you means he shows up for you in moments big and small. Whether it's cheering you on at an important event or simply being there to lend a listening ear after a tough day, his actions consistently affirm that your feelings and experiences matter deeply to him. He values your time together and makes it meaningful. He doesn't view spending time with you as an obligation or something to fit in when it's convenient. Instead, he actively seeks out ways to connect, to learn more about you, and to deepen the bond you share. If conflicts arise or schedules get hectic, he doesn't just offer excuses, he finds solutions. He rearranges what needs to be rearranged, showing you that you're not an afterthought but a priority in his life. You'll notice that he also integrates you into his world, introducing you to the people who are important to him and inviting you into the spaces where he feels most comfortable. This isn't about showcasing you as a trophy, it's about acknowledging that you're an essential part of his life and he wants you to feel included in it. He doesn't make you fight for a place in his life because he has already reserved one for you. willingly and wholeheartedly. A man who prioritizes you also respects your time and energy. He doesn't leave you waiting, wondering, or questioning where you stand. His communication is clear and his intentions are transparent. He doesn't play games or send mixed signals because he values the relationship too much to jeopardize it with unnecessary confusion. Instead, he works to create an environment where you feel valued, cherished, and confident in his commitment. Prioritizing you also extends to the way he supports your growth. He encourages your aspirations and celebrates your successes, never making you feel like you have to choose between him and your dreams. He wants to see you thrive, and he understands that being a priority in his life means supporting you in becoming the best version of yourself. Emotional vulnerability is one of the strongest indicators of genuine affection and deep interest. When a man opens up emotionally, allowing you to see the parts of him he often shields from the rest of the world, it's a clear sign that you mean something significant to him. Vulnerability is not easy, especially for someone who may have been conditioned to suppress emotions or guard their heart. It takes courage to express fears, insecurities, or past pains, and doing so is a testament to the trust he places in you. You'll notice it in the way he shares his dreams, not just the polished, ambitious goals he tells everyone, but the quiet, personal aspirations that reveal his true essence. He'll talk about what keeps him up at night, the challenges he's faced, and the moments he's doubted himself. This willingness to let you into his inner world speaks volumes about his desire for a connection that goes beyond the surface. It's his way of saying, I trust you with my truths, which is no small thing. When a man is emotionally vulnerable, he also becomes more present in the relationship. He doesn't hide behind walls or distract himself with superficial exchanges. Instead, he engages with you in a way that feels authentic and raw. He allows himself to feel, even when those feelings are uncomfortable or unfamiliar. He may not have all the answers, and he may stumble through his words, but his effort to be honest and open demonstrates his commitment to building something real. You'll see emotional vulnerability in how he listens to you and responds to your feelings. He won't dismiss your emotions or change the subject when things get heavy. Instead, he will sit with you in those moments, showing empathy and understanding because he knows that emotional intimacy is a two-way street. He'll let his guard down, not just to share his own experiences, but to hold space for yours. This mutual exchange deepens the connection and creates a foundation of trust that is hard to break. This kind of vulnerability also manifests in his willingness to take accountability. He won't shy away from admitting when he's wrong or when he's made a mistake. Instead, he'll confront those moments with honesty, knowing that being vulnerable means being human, and that part of loving someone is showing them all the layers, not just the shiny, perfect parts. Emotional vulnerability is about authenticity, and authenticity fosters a bond that is as strong as it is genuine. It's in the little things, too, like how he allows himself to lean on you during tough times, or how he lets you see his softer side without fear of judgment. It's in the moments when he lets his guard down to laugh uncontrollably or cry without shame. It's his way of letting you into his world completely, because when he's emotionally vulnerable, he's not just expressing his feelings, he's inviting you to be part of his journey, to walk alongside him as a partner and confidant. Respect beyond romance is a cornerstone of any meaningful connection. It's about valuing the essence of a person, not just the role they play in your life. When a man truly respects you, it goes far beyond gestures of affection or words of admiration. It shows in his actions, his decisions, and the way he honors your individuality. This kind of respect means recognizing you as an equal, as someone with your own dreams, fears, and aspirations independent of the relationship. It begins with how he listens to you. Not just hearing your words, but truly absorbing what you say, showing that your opinions and perspectives matter. He asks questions, seeks your insight, and considers your viewpoints, even when they differ from his own. He doesn't just look for validation, he values your contributions to his life and respects your ability to challenge him, helping him grow in ways he might not have seen on his own. Respect beyond romance also reveals itself in how he supports your independence. He doesn't see your ambition as a threat or your success as a competition. Instead, he celebrates your victories, stands by your side during setbacks, and encourages you to pursue the life you envision for yourself. He understands that loving someone means wanting the best for them, even when their path diverges from his own. This respect extends to your boundaries, emotional, physical, and personal. He doesn't push you to do or be anything that makes you uncomfortable. Instead, he honors your limits, knowing that boundaries are not walls, but guidelines that foster healthy relationships. He understands that respect means creating a space where you feel safe, valued, and empowered to be your authentic self. You'll notice this respect in the small details, like how he speaks about you to others. He doesn't just talk about how beautiful or kind you are. He highlights your intelligence, your strength, and the unique qualities that make you who you are. He speaks of you with pride, not as a possession, but as a partner whose presence in his life is a source of inspiration and gratitude. Respect beyond romance is about consistency. It's not just about grand gestures, but everyday actions that show he's paying attention to who you are and what you need. It's in the way he remembers the things that are important to you, your favorite book, a career goal you mentioned in passing, or how you like your coffee. These seemingly small acts show that he's attuned to your individuality and cares about the things that bring you joy. It's also reflected in how he navigates conflict. Disagreements don't turn into battles to be won, but opportunities to understand each other better. He approaches challenges with patience and a willingness to find common ground, prioritizing the relationship over his ego. He doesn't resort to insults or dismissive behavior. Instead, he treats you with the same kindness and decency that drew you to him in the first place. True respect goes beyond the confines of romance and speaks to the essence of how two people treat each other. It's not conditional on the relationship's status or dependent on fleeting emotions. It's a steady, unwavering commitment to valuing you as a person, a partner, and an equal. It's the foundation of any deep connection. The kind of respect that makes love not just a feeling, but a shared journey built on trust, admiration, and genuine care. When a man's efforts match his words, it speaks volumes about his character, his intentions, and the depth of his commitment. Words can be beautiful, inspiring, and full of promise, but they remain hollow without the actions to back them up. When a man truly wants you, he doesn't just tell you what you want to hear, he shows you through consistent effort, deliberate actions, and an unwavering dedication to following through on what he says. His promises aren't just empty rhetoric, they're a blueprint for his behavior. When he says he'll call, he calls. When he commits to plans, he shows up not just physically, but with his whole heart and attention. He doesn't leave you questioning his intentions or doubting his reliability. Instead, he provides clarity through his consistency, proving that his words are not just placeholders, but reflections of his genuine care for you. Effort also shows in the way he invests his time. He doesn't just squeeze you into his schedule when it's convenient, he carves out space for you because he values your presence in his life. Even in the midst of a busy routine, he finds ways to prioritize you, whether it's through a quick message to check on your day, rearranging his commitments to support you, or simply being there when you need him most. When his efforts match his words, he doesn't wait for you to remind him of your worth or prompt him to meet your needs. He takes the initiative to learn what matters to you and goes out of his way to honor those things. He notices the little details, your preferences, your aspirations, and the things that bring you comfort and incorporates them into his actions. These thoughtful gestures show that he's paying attention and that he genuinely wants to make your life better. Matching effort to words also means taking accountability. He doesn't make excuses or shift blame when things go wrong. Instead, he acknowledges his mistakes, learns from them, and makes a conscious effort to grow. He understands that trust is built through integrity and that keeping his word is not just a sign of respect for you, but also a reflection of his own self-respect. You'll see this alignment in how he handles the tough moments, the challenges, the misunderstandings, and the inevitable difficulties that arise in any relationship. He doesn't run away or resort to empty reassurances. He steps up with solutions, patience, and a willingness to work through the hard times. His actions during these moments demonstrate that his commitment to you extends beyond the good times. It's rooted in a desire to build something real and enduring. Consistency and effort doesn't mean perfection, it means persistence. It's not about grand, sweeping gestures every day, but about the steady, reliable actions that show he's invested in your happiness and the health of the relationship. It's in the way he actively listens when you speak, supports your dreams, and shows up for the small, everyday moments that truly matter. When his efforts align with his words, it creates a sense of security and trust. You don't have to second guess his intentions or wonder where you stand. Instead, you feel valued, respected, and understood. This harmony between what he says and what he does is the foundation of a partnership built on authenticity, mutual care, and shared purpose. It's the kind of effort that turns words into promises kept in love, into a bond that grows stronger with time. When a man envisions a future together, it's not just a fleeting thought or a hopeful wish, it's a deep, intentional reflection on what life with you could look like in the years to come. It goes beyond the present moment and speaks to his long-term commitment and his desire to build something lasting and meaningful with you. This vision isn't confined to fantasies or idealized scenarios. It's rooted in reality with a clear understanding of the work, sacrifices, and growth required to create a shared life. When he envisions a future together, he sees you not just as a part of his present, but as an integral part of his tomorrow. He imagines growing together, evolving side by side, and making memories that will carry weight in the years ahead. This future vision isn't about just the superficial aspects of life. He's thinking about the deeper, more profound aspects that define a lasting relationship, mutual respect, shared values, and aligned goals. He's thinking about the way your dreams intertwine, how you both contribute to each other's growth, and how your combined strengths can overcome obstacles together. This vision often includes conversations about where to live, the lifestyle you want to build, and the impact you hope to make as a couple. He talks about your shared goals, whether it's owning a home, traveling the world, or pursuing a life of service or adventure. He sees the potential in both of you and wants to nurture it by creating a partnership that is grounded in love, trust, and respect. The life he imagines isn't a one-sided dream. It's a collective vision that involves both of you contributing and participating in the journey. When a man envisions a future together, he begins to make choices that align with that vision. He doesn't just talk about the future, he takes actionable steps to ensure that he is heading in the right direction. These actions could be as simple as planning future trips together, talking about shared financial goals, or discussing long-term career plans. He considers your aspirations and integrates them into his own plans. He knows that a future together requires compromise, communication, and forward thinking, and he actively works to ensure that the path you are both walking is one that brings both of you closer to the life you both desire. Envisioning a future together also means he's looking at the challenges and hurdles that might come along the way. He doesn't shy away from talking about the difficult times that may arise, the potential struggles, or the sacrifices that may need to be made. But in this vision, there is always a sense of hope and determination. He understands that no relationship is without its challenges, but he believes that with you by his side, there's nothing that can't be faced together. This vision extends beyond the surface level details of daily life. He envisions the emotional growth of your relationship, the bond that deepens over time, and the legacy you create together. He dreams of shared moments sitting together in quiet contentment, raising a family, celebrating milestones, and navigating life's ups and downs. He wants a partner who will be there not just for the good times, but for the challenging moments too, because the future he sees involves both of you lifting each other up through it all. It's not just about seeing you in his future, it's about making sure you both create a future together that is filled with love, mutual support, and a shared sense of purpose. He's actively laying the groundwork, emotionally and practically, for that future. When he talks about the future with you, it's not just empty talk, it's an invitation for both of you to dream together, build together, and walk through life side by side, hand in hand. The future he envisions isn't just a possibility, it's a commitment. And he's willing to do the work to make it a reality.